If you've ever had to build a training from scratch, whether it's slides, speaker notes, exercises, the whole thing, and just had no idea where to even begin, that was literally me a few weeks ago. I got invited to run 3 sessions for a VA program, so I used Claude to build everything, but not the way most people do it. Here's what I actually did step by step. Most people usually type, make me a PowerPoint about X, and get something that's structured, has bullet points, but sounds like it was written by nobody in particular. That's because you're treating Claude like a vending machine. You put in a topic, you get slides out. What actually works is using Claude as a thinking partner. And there's a specific process that makes a difference. I'm going to show you exactly what that looked like. The first thing I did was not ask for slides. I gave Claude my background, which is my LinkedIn and my website. You can also add your experience and who you work with. So I told it something like, read this before we build anything. Because the content needs to sound like me. And this is what it looked like. This is the step most people skip, and it's why their output sounds generic. Once Claude knows who you are, everything it writes is filtered through that context. The tone, the examples, the language level, it all shifts. Brief Claude on you first, then ask it to build. In the very beginning, I told Claude to ask me questions first before doing anything. Then look at these clever questions like, who is your audience and what do they already know? Do you have personal story you want to share? How formal do you want the tone? Do you have any branding color you want to use? These are questions I should have been asking myself before I started. And answering them helped me get clear on what I actually wanted to say before Claude wrote a single slide. The structure it built after this wasn't a guess, it was built on my actual answers. This single step changed the quality of everything that came after it. It takes 5 extra minutes, and believe me, it's worth every time. Claude's first draft was good. It was logical, structured, flows well. But it was still missing me. So I went back in and added my own spin from my experience after 8 years working with clients. The things only I can say because I lived them. So you're not rewriting the whole thing. You're just adding the color, the moments that make a training feel real instead of theoretical. The AI gives you the structure. You need to give it a soul. Don't skip this. Same thing applies to the exercises Claude suggested. The first versions it gave me were fine, but they felt very corporate, like something from a generic HR training, not something a VA would actually encounter. So I pushed back. I told Claude that I need more options. The exercises need to reflect real world scenario. And that's when the exercises got actually useful. Things a VA would genuinely do, like writing a professional pitch, responding to a client brief, figuring out priorities from a messy task list. So, if you're building any kind of training or workshop, check the exercises separately. Ask Claude to make them feel real for your specific audience. That's not extra work, that's just one more prompt. Once the slides were done, I asked Claude to write speaker notes. And I want to show you what I mean because this is not a list of bullet points. This is a full script written the way a person speaks. It has presenter tips, notes to myself about where to bring in my personal story, timing badges per slides also in there.
So all I had to do just read through this the night before, didn't memorize it, just let it sink in. And when I stood up to present, I already knew what to say. Then, before I finalized anything, I asked Claude, does this fit in 1 hour session? It went through everything, flagged what was running along, and told me exactly what to cut.
I ran this training live, total of 3 sessions. It went well. The speaker notes you're looking at right now, those are the actual ones I used. If you want to see more Claude workflows I actually use in my OBM work, then feel free to subscribe. And drop a comment. What's the presentations you've been putting off? See you in the next video.